For product developers, one discipline separates market leaders from failures: industrial prototyping. What if one design flaw costs 100 times more to fix after launch? This is a reality for many. Many teams believe skipping prototypes saves time and money. That assumption is wrong. This myth doesn't just cost money, it pushes solvable problems into the most expensive development stages. We will now unpack the data-backed reasons why prototyping is the backbone of successful product development. So what is the actual, measurable return on investment for executing this correctly? Effective prototyping significantly slashes development costs. It also accelerates your time to market. Products that undergo multiple prototype iterations are significantly less likely to fail. And with modern rapid prototyping methods, teams can significantly reduce potential product failure rates. These numbers are impressive, but they aren't automatic. They depend on the right process. So what does that process look like? It's a process the world is investing in. The global prototyping market is projected to hit nearly $45 billion, proving its role. The right process starts with one principle: making ideas tangible. Prototypes turn an abstract concept into an object people can see and touch. This shared physical reference point eliminates ambiguity. It prevents the kind of stakeholder misalignment that can quietly kill a project. Designers, engineers, and marketers can finally discuss the same thing. This shared reality cuts misunderstandings and speeds up decisions. But aligning your internal team is only half the battle. The real test is aligning with the people who matter most, your customers. Failing to get early user feedback is a common and fatal product development error. You risk building a perfect solution to a problem nobody has. Why is a prototype so valuable here? Because user testing with a physical object yields 5 times more specific, actionable feedback than just a description. So if prototypes are needed for feedback, do they have to be perfect, expensive, and complex from day one? Absolutely not. Perfection is the enemy of progress in early stages. The best early models are low fidelity, testing big risks with little cost. Consider the Palm Pilot. Its earliest prototype was a carved block of wood its founder carried to test the form factor. Maximum learning, minimal cost. So starting simple is smart, but as you progress, a new danger emerges, a place where more products fail than any other phase. It's the hidden valley of death, the move from a working prototype to mass production. Here, perfection meets manufacturing reality. How do you cross this valley? Avoid common pitfalls. Mistake 1: over-engineering, adding features before validating the core concept. Mistake 2: ignoring manufacturability, designing a beautiful prototype that is impossible or too expensive to mass produce. Mistake 3: forgetting scalability. A part that's easy to 3D print once can be a nightmare to injection mold 10,000 times. Mistake 4: overlooking intellectual property. You must address IP protection and infringement risks before investing millions in tooling. We've covered the financial case, the process, and the pitfalls. Now let's connect these pieces into a unified strategy. Recall that 100x cost to fix a post-launch problem? That's what happens when you ignore manufacturability and need a complete rework after tooling. Recall that user feedback is 5 times more actionable with a prototype? That feedback stops you from over-engineering, showing you which features to keep. And how do you get multiple iterations to reduce failure risk? By adopting the Palm Pilot strategy. Start with low-cost models to learn and iterate fast. Prototyping is not a single step. It's a strategic engine for reducing risk. It integrates user needs, engineering reality, and business viability. The conclusion is undeniable. Prototyping is not an expense on your project plan. It is the single most valuable investment in your product's success. It de-risks your launch by making the intangible tangible, the ambiguous clear, and the assumptions testable, early and often. It changes the fundamental question from a hopeful, "Can we build this?" to a strategic, "Should we build this? And is this the right way to build it at scale?" For any consumer product developer, mastering this discipline is no longer just an advantage. In today's market, it is a prerequisite for survival.